it's like snowboarding down a mountain, and if I say, don't look at the trees,
Yeah,
when I'm going through the trees, I'm going to hit a tree.
it's true.
So the thought's like that.
Okay.
Don't think about the thought. Well,
Okay.
well, here it comes.
Okay, let's try another one.
Okay.
Let all the thoughts come.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
them come. But now I have to say something. Of course, something can only come. The actors will only come if the stage is there, and the thoughts will only appear also if the one who notices them is there. It is that's not called a self-inquiry, because sometimes the mind says self-inquiry or something like it in lights Hollywood. And I said no, we're just looking. That's all. So you say quite rightly, if I say to you, for the next half a minute, whatever, don't think of pink elephants, okay? And then, pink elephants are everywhere, they're even next to So we understand how that is, okay? So we don't have to be afraid of that. If I say to you, the thoughts are here, they're coming, but don't give so much attention to them, yeah? Because without your noticing them, they don't exist. You see, you are more real than them. It's not the thoughts they notice you. It's you who notice the thoughts. So you can be without thoughts, but thoughts cannot be without you. Because no thought is self-implied. It comes to somehow, it must connect with at least the one who thinks or the one who perceives them, the thinker of thought. You see? And then somehow the process of thinking can be activated, like that you can say. So, they're there. If I say, don't think, I hear what you say. You say, don't think, that already, boom, thoughts are coming. Yeah? So let them come, but be aware that they're arising in a space, which is yourself, which is not arising. The thoughts are arising. The thoughts are appearing in a space, but the space is not appearing. The space is already there. How is that one?
It's great.
They come and they're auditioning for your attention, something. They want to say, look, let's go play, or, oh, you did very well today, or, oh, you're never going to get this, or whatever they say, no? And then who are they speaking to? There is a space. There's a space which is just here. It's neutral. Before a thought comes and says, so what are we going to do today? What were you doing? Just the space is here. The space which I call the sense of presence. You know that you are. Naturally. You just know you are. That is the feeling I am. When you say I am. Or even the I am without the words. The awareness that you are, that you exist. That feeling is with you throughout the day. You just know. You don't have to say it, but it's there. You know you are. That is regarded as the sense I am. That is regarded as the sense of presence. The way in which you know, without anybody telling you, that you exist. Simple thing. This I exist feeling is not a man or a woman. It has no particular philosophy or belief system. It's not a system. It is just a sort of awareness, a field of intelligence or awareness. It's just there. It's not personal. And this is so whether you are a Bhakta or you are the Jnani type, philosophical type, or the doing type. It's the same. Your sense of self is only the sense of space in which you intuitively know you exist. But this I exist feeling does not depend on being a man or having a job or anything. It's just the I exist feeling. But it needs a body to experience the feeling I exist. It needs the body to feel the sense I exist. Simple. So in the body announces something that says I exist. I am. And that I am itself is sometimes referred to as the presence of God or a name of God. Because God says, I am. we also know this I am. Nobody taught it to you. It is just there. And it is the first concept, the first feeling before any other thing. The most important letter in any alphabet, in any language, is the intuitive sense, I or I am. Only after I am can you are be, or anything else, because it is the place from which language is perceived, the senses are perceived, the sense of world is perceived, the sense of other is perceived, the sense of God is perceived, always to this I am. So, if the I am could only stay as I am, now, as we speak, just see if you can follow just with your feeling. Don't use your mind too much. If the I am simply, what does the I am feel like? You see, to the mind, I am is only a part of a sentence. Like, I am a doctor. I am a priest. I am unemployed. But I am, can that be a complete sentence? Well, in terms of your inner being, I am is the most complete sentence. I am. Nothing more. It is not saying I am to something else. It is announcing it to itself. It just is here, the feeling I am. Even if no one else was in the whole world but you would feel I am. Okay? So the I am needs the sense of a body to experience itself as existence. I am. But somehow, as soon as it arises in the body, I am, some conditioning began. A belief that I am the body. Now, who made the I am believe it is the body? Some force compels it through what we call parents or society, but it starts with parents, to help you to associate I am with the body. As soon as you're able to, because for a while, you could not associate I am with anything, not even with parents, not even hospital, doctor, birth, nothing at all. It was, you were only the pure sense of being. Then as that developed enough, it could begin to understand or to feel and associate where love is. It learned to say mama or papa, but only after the feeling I am. So this I am is fundamental. Whether you are a devotional type, a reflective or meditative type, or just an action type, you're always going to start from the place or the basis I am. I exist. This I exist feeling. So the I exist needs the body to experience I exist. But as soon as the body is there, something compels this I am consciousness to identify with the body and says, I am a woman, or I'm a man, I'm a boy or a girl. Then comes your social conditioning, religious conditioning, other conditioning can begin to build on top of that base understanding and belief, I am this body. And that is called, I've been called, the fall from grace, in a way. Because the consciousness, which announces itself, I am, and even before it said I am, it is there. But when it needed the body to say I am, and when it says I am, then came I am the body. When it believed I am the body, then the sense of I and you came. After you come, time come, world come, differences come, all of these things come. And the world became a living entity like that. So this I am itself, the belief I am the person, I am the body, I am my conditioning, gave rise to the feeling I am this person. I am separate from you because we look different and we think different because of our conditioning. Then I am this and you are that. Come. Now you can say, and many say that this is a mistake. It is not true. And it is not true. But at the same time, it was made to be. That for a while the consciousness, which is not a person, would come under the belief, the dream, the spell, the conditioning, and accepted the body as what it is and believe itself to be a person. And so there's diverse persons in the world, all of them connected through some divine umbilical cord to this same base consciousness, which is the pure self, the God self, the absolute principle, or whatever you want to call it. So according to so many factors contribute to the way in which the I am is experiencing itself in each body. Because even in one body, it is continuously changing. It's feeling differently and changing and growing and changing even the way it looks at life, how it looks at itself. It's always moving. Everything is moving. You see? And in this movement, it is creating. It has the power to project and to imagine, to believe, and so many forces are acting upon the basic senses, and the way in which the sense information is interpreted in the mind is based on culture and so much thing. How then, in such a diverse field of perceiving, which is always changing also, can you find anything that you can rely on? It is always moving, this field. The stabilizing power is the root feeling, I am. Because in everything, the sense is I am. I am perceiving all of this. This is moving. The thoughts are coming and going. Why? Because they can't stay. They have to come and go. Everything is traffic. Everything is a tourist to this basic viewing place, the feeling I am. I exist. So both the Jnani and the Bhakta and the Karma Yogi, they're all experiencing the I exist from the place I exist, first thing. But the I exist feeling started to get colored and believe I am this person, I studied at this university, now I'm a graduate in physics or in social science or whatever it is. And around this maybe some pride grows and somebody says, oh, you're beautiful, and you started to feel, oh, I'm special and so on. And all of this is contributing to the huge matrix of feeling, and no one can stabilize it. You may find for a while a certain way of feeling that you feel, I would like to stay like this forever. But it cannot, because some force compels it to keep changing. And all these changes are being viewed through the I called I am, is observing all the changes, are being watched from this viewing place, the sense I am. So the I am gets converted into a feeling that it is a person. And when it believes it is a person, its way of observing is tarnished. It is somehow, I would say, contaminated. It's not seeing purely. It's seeing with some form of bias or prejudice. It is interpreting what it sees. That is also, it is made to do that also by some force for a while. You see? So then you may say, I am a Bhakta, I am a Jnani, and so on. These are just referring to your tendencies and temperament, not to your essential being. So, first of all, we find that the pure sense I am then manifests as unique human expression, human beings. And we all feel different. Even on this plant, all the petals look alike. But if you look closely, all of them are uniquely different. And all the expressions on this flower of God and all the petals are different. Superficially, on the surface. But underneath, they are connected to the same essential foundation and principle. So the person for a while goes about and it enjoys its autonomy. It enjoys its uniqueness. It enjoys that I am special. But it needs others to be not special to feel special. And it has all of these things that's going on. It's a full sea, you see, of enjoyment and suffering. Aspiration and actuality. All of this is moving every day. Different. So where do we go? We have these beautiful concepts of one humanity and one world, but we're not experiencing this. Some power is in us that is compelling us to evolve. But towards what? To evolve. What does it mean to evolve? It must mean not just evolve by collecting more and more knowledge, which just makes us more and more diverse. The best of the knowledge begins to show, perhaps even through science now, that the world is it's not an object, it's an energy field or something. But we hear this, but it doesn't mean anything experientially, because we are still this. We hear many things, but we can't experience them really. We believe them, but we cannot experience. So some have gone towards sciences, some towards philosophy, some have gone inwards into meditation, and have found something. They have gone and they have been saying for countless centuries and centuries what scientists are saying now also. And the scientists say, we have discovered, but it's been discovered for thousands of years, but we didn't accept. And even now, we accept, but we still can't experience. Even people practicing spirituality for so long, but they have not experienced. What is the ultimate discovery in the human kingdom? Then we still have opinions about that. So you have come here to find out something, not something outside. Outside you have been. Even inside you have been. And you still say, but that still eludes me, that ultimate state you point to. So I said, come, let's see what we can find out today. Because in the field of diversity and multiplicity, you will not find it. Because it is not an object. It is not an object. Okay? It is the subject. But even that means nothing. It's just a word, subject, just a concept. So I am not here to pass on concepts to you. We must discover freshly and directly our true nature today, now, like this. This is always the invitation. How are we going to do it? So we say, everything that you see. I give an example now. If someone came from outside, one of the attendants outside came and said that somebody has left an iPhone in the middle of the road. It's a red one with a sticker of Saraswati on it. Whose is it? Somebody, it's mine. You will not say, it is me. Why? Because mine relates to something you possess, not to your essential being. So we're going to use this simple example, okay? You say, it's my phone, not me, not what I am. It belongs to me. But you also can say, my body is totally exhausted today. My body is totally exhausted today. My body, not me. My hearing is really, I need to go to the doctor because my hearing on this side is only 20%. On this side is about 85%. What observes hearing also? My hearing, not me. This body is not functioning well. On this side, 20%, this side, 85%. What sees this? My sight used to be really good. I could read the numbers on a bus from 100 meters. Now, I can hardly see you. What even sees the capacity to see even? My eyes are not as good as they used to be. So seeing you are not even. You are that which sees seeing. You say also, my belief, this is my belief, my religion. Religion you are not. Belief you are not. You change belief also. So my belief, my religion, my ego was crushed. Or I've got a small ego, or I've got a big ego, or something. So something looks at ego also and knows it's following me around, it's not what I am, it's my ego. Okay? My ego was offended. My ego. Not me. Who is me? My intellect was much sharper before. My capacity intellectually was much greater before. What observes this? My intellect even. My wife has left me. My life is finished. My life also, not me. So if my breath is becoming very weak. My sleep is not good. My sleep is disturbed. Asleep you are not. My waking life, I wake up in the morning, I go, oh no, not another day again. Oh my God. No. So my days are not good. So days you are not, nights you are not, breath you are not. The heart is very weak. Like this, I observe this. Heart, I'm not even. So when you leave all these functions aside, what is it that observe them? You still have this feeling, I am. So let's look at this feeling, I am again. And disassociate it from all the functions that it identifies with for a moment. Not the wife, not the life, not the senses, not the mind, not the emotion, not the breath, not ego, all these things aside. And still you have the sense, I am. What is this I am? You don't have to think, because even your thinking, you're aware of in your I am. Your I am is there before your thinking. Therefore, your thinking is also my thinking. My mind is so noisy. So don't go to the mind for your reading. You are there before your mind arises. Who is the I that am? This is a feeling question, not a thinker's question. Now you can be aware of the sense, the vibration, the energy of the I am, disassociated from its usual habits to identify through culture and conditioning to the body and so on. Feel this I am. The isolating of I am to keep it unassociated, unmixed. This we call spiritual practice. Religions also, they must effectively try to get you to this place. Because when you are not associating through the I am with anything else, you intuitively are in the God field. Your mind is light. Your feelings are not disturbing you. The consciousness is in a higher zone. It is perceiving, but it is not shopping. It's not shopping through the senses for stimulus. It simply observes. But it is observing in a state of neutrality. It is not hot and passionate. Even if passion is there, it perceives that without identifying passionately with it. This is introduction to your sense of being. Throughout the waking state, this is the deity of the waking state. This is that from where your waking life is being perceived from the place of your I am. If the I am does not associate with the person and sees also the person as something that it can perceive, you will find that your life in the waking state is very peaceful, very happy. You will relate to other beings in a higher level of consciousness. There will be no conflict. People will naturally be attracted to you because they find that when they're in your presence does not agitate them, but brings peace and pacifies their agitation. Naturally, without even trying. Your energy field is pure. Therefore, your very presence is blessing your environment without even the intention to do this. This is the power of grace. And grace and I am, they are one. Much spiritual discipline is to sieve off when Ramana Maharshi say, the I removes the I, yet remains the I. Speaking of this, the sense I am removes the I, me, ego association and abide in its natural beauty as I am. That is I am. It is the earliest and purest manifestation of the Absolute in the dynamic expression. It is the base, the bridge between the Absolute and the relative field of experiencing. Some beings, they have even gone beyond the I am. They are aware that the I am also arises spontaneously. As the waking state consciousness appears, the sense I am appears and arises with it, and is observed also. But by what? And we don't have to think about it. At some point it will come clear for you. But first, try to stay in the field of the I am, which in the beginning may not feel easy, because many thoughts are going to come to try and bring your attention out and to distract your attention from the root presence, the feeling I am. Because everyone is I am. But then you start to believe I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. Which even at a certain stage, even you say I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, I'm a this, I'm a lawyer, it will not make any difference to that base I am when you are totally clear that it is the unmoving. Then even your thinking, your actions taking place in this energy field of I amness. Then you will feel the sense of stability. You will not feel, oh, I am really I am when I sit quietly, but when people talk to me, my I am goes away. You will not feel that. You will not say this thing anymore. It doesn't matter whether you're upside down, underwater, flying in a plane, lying in bed, the I am, everything is taking place in this I am consciousness. It is natural. You're sitting right here understanding this without doing any spiritual gymnastics at all. Just becoming clear about it. And recognizing also that, but this is easy, this is natural. We know this. We know this. Still, the force of habit, the reflex to identify as the person and as the ego will come back. You see? Because now you're in a concentrated field where you have allowed yourself as grace to simply be the self you are. You see? You've given permission to yourself and all your powers to simply abide in your center. But when you walk outside, you tend to end your permission. And somebody goes, hey, George, hey, how you doing? And then you're back into this kind of state of mind, which does not do anything to the I am, but experientially, it shifts its focus, you see, and begin to take its reading from the environment. And this is why you feel weak. There will come a time when it doesn't matter if you're juggling 20 balls and stuff like this, and your I am is still untouched. It's taking place, in fact, because of it. So this is what is the field of practice, the field of, you may call concentration, self-inquiry, prayer also. You're praying to feel more at one with the Supreme, to feel more blessed and so on. This is also the same thing as being in the I am. Being completely stable in that field of I amness, of grace and peace and joy. All of it, same thing. Just understood through a different mind stream or perspective, but it is the same result. Then why to practice anything at all? Well, because the more you sit with this and keep reminding and checking through, it's in a way like you're marinating in your understanding. Something is just, it's like it becomes more concentrated like this. Concentrated, you see. Not concentrating, just concentrated like this. And this power stays with you. You feel it actually. It has a tangible aspect also. It's in your body like a vibration that feels beautifully alive and peaceful. When people speak, when people talk, or they do whatever, it's almost as though you're cocooned in a field of protective layer of grace. You can hear them through it. But it doesn't come through the solar plexus of your being. You're observing everything from here, but you're not disturbed. Internally, there's total serenity and peace. You're not suppressing the senses. You're not going to hide in a cave. You can be anywhere because it is everywhere. This is natural state. Sahaja state. But the Jnani, the awakened one, is also not so concerned about this I am. It is there, spontaneously it is there. Nothing put it there or take it away, it is there. Deep sleep, the I am itself subsides into oblivion, you see. Meaning, close for business. Business meaning what? Experiencing. No more experiencing diversity and so on. Now the experience is of unicity in deep sleep. Because something is there that still even enjoys deep sleep. But there is no story, there's no comparison, there's no you and me and this and that and heaven and hell and life and death and all of these things. And we love that state also. To be in a non-cognitive state where you totally are, totally here. But yet at the same time, you're nothing to report. And so your being and your body takes full rest and recovery in this non-cognitive state. Isn't it wonderful? Marvelous. Consciousness is doing all this. Who are you? What are you doing? Are you employed by consciousness? Who are you apart from consciousness? Except that consciousness creates an idea of itself as a person. And this idea it creates, this self-portrait as a person, seems to take on a life of its own. And it is believing, yes, do you believe in consciousness? What is that? You see, it's talking like this. It is made out of consciousness, but because of the belief that it is a person, it remains in a contracted state of consciousness. Whereas you are all of consciousness. So just let this listening take place. It knows where to go in you. It will find its place. We don't need any techniques for the moment now. What is self-inquiry then? Is when doubts come, when there's confusion in the mind, in the consciousness, that I am this person and life is treating me really badly and I want to get from there to there and people are preventing me and how can I do this? This is the vibration of person. You would not hear a Buddha saying, oh, I'm having this rough day today and I just really wish I would go back to bed. And no, this is not the Buddha mind. This is person mind. So the person is the form of consciousness that believes in its own autonomy, that it is separate from the totality, and that it has to, that life is perceived almost like a sort of an ordeal or an obstacle course that it must go through, and it needs strategies and techniques to manipulate to get the best out of. This is ego, this is person, you see. Whereas the same person, when it gets integrated again into the total consciousness, anxieties go, fear goes. it's functioning in a higher state of consciousness. Now, in turn, it's not looking what it can get. Rather, it is radiating blessing and goodwill on the world. From the same place, the same position where this body is. One was taking. The other is reflecting pure grace, showers of grace on the world. Come. How many eyes are there inside this house? How many eyes are here inside this house? It's either that which says I am, which is the godly principle, or the I am me, the person vibration, or that which says I am beyond any comparison. I am the body, I am Japanese, I'm English, I am this, I am that. So in spirituality, authentic seeking, you come to clarify and you see that the I am is one. But it plays with different costumes and appear in different ways, but it's always one. When you know this, the ego will not rule anymore. That is just like that. So I don't know how I got on to talk about all of this, because you simply came and talked about grace. And all of that is grace.
Thank you, Guruji. I was blessed to be standing here in direct contact with it, all from here.
Your energy initiated this talk.